जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवर धारी। जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवर धारी। यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन। यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन। जमुना तीरा बनचारी। जमुना तीरा बनचारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवर धारी। जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवर धारी। यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन। यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन। जमुना तीरा बनचारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। श्री राधा कालाचांद जी की जय। श्री श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की जय। श्री श्री गौर निताई की जय। श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितंश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कान्ता श्रीराधा कान्ता नमस्तुते। तप्त कांचना गौरांगी श्रीराधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर शिवसादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांता स्वामीति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यादेशतारिणे। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय श्रीमते राधानाथ स्वामी नामिने। मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं। Hare Krishna. I welcome all of you for today morning Bhagavatam class. So we are going to study Canto 10, Srimad Bhagavatam Canto 10, Chapter 36, verse number 38 to 40. And the chapter is entitled as The Slaying of Arista, the Bull Demon. And our focus verse will be 39. So before that, I seek blessing from my seniors. Please give me a blessing so that I can speak whatever is there in Shastra, and I can follow the parampara in the right mood, in the right way, in the right words. Hare Krishna. So before starting these verses, may I ask who all visited Radhakund ever? Vrindavan. So in this chapter, this killing of Aristasur tells how Radhakund was manifested. If you go to India and go to Vrindavan, there is a place in Govardhan called Radhakund. So at that place, the hoof of Aristasur was there. And since Aristasur was a demon and he came as a bull, so all these gopis, they were like chastising Krishna, why did you kill cow? Why did you kill bull? So it's a sin. You should not done that. So you have to do penance. And for that, they wanted him to take bath in all the rivers. So for Krishna, nothing is impossible. He doesn't have to go all over the world to take bath in all the rivers. So he called upon all the river in that hoof print of Aristasur. You know Aristasur, how big that Aristasur was? He was like his hump. When we see the bull, it has a hump on his back. And hump itself was touching the cloud. And if we look at the sky, our neck will be almost like this. It's like too high. And we can imagine that how ferocious that bull demon would be. So his hoof print he took as a mark of a river, and all the river came and fill up that hoof print with the water, and Krishna took bath in that. And since all these gopis, they took side of a demon, so he said, now you have to do penance. And he invited all of them, come and take bath in my water, because that water was filled with all the sacred river. And all these gopis, they were like, no, we don't want to take bath in your water which is full of sin. We will create our own kund. So they didn't even want to take help of Krishna. So they used their bangles. You know these bangles? They took out their bangle, they started digging it. And when they used their bangle, they dug the certain amount of pit, then they were like in billions in number. So they made a row and they were fetching water from Yamuna through that pot, and they were filling that Yamuna water in Radha Kund. And if you see that when cleaning is happening, that real kund can be seen. So that's how this, by the mercy of, we can say, by this pastime, we got the mercy of Radha Kund and Sham Kund. Krishna's kund is called Sham Kund and Radha's kund is called Radha Kund. So, so in this chapter, means when Kamsa was very much upset that Krishna is not being killed, that all his demon friends are being killed by a boy, then he sent Arishtasur. And when he came to Vraj, then all these cowherd boys, when Nanda Maharaj saw Arishtasur, he saw and he wanted to confront him. And when Krishna saw that everybody will be in danger, he came and he confronted Arishtasur. And they had a big fight. And after that big fight, Arishtasur was killed. And Kamsa was panicked, because all his demons were, means like whoever he sent in Praja, they were killed. Then he invited all his assembly, all Rakshas assembly, they, Chanura, Mustik, and they started manifesting a plan, how can we do it? So before sending his next demon, Keshi demon, it took him 1 year to devise a plan. So for 1 year, there was no demon in Vrindavan. So after 1 year only, he sent Keshi demon. Usually, a king has elephants on his door. So he was telling that arrange a bow sacrifice, and make a place where you can have a fist fighting arena, a wrestling arena, and have Kuvallapeet. Kuvallapeet was a very powerful demonic elephant because he was under the care of Jarasandh. And Kamsa defeated him, so Jarasandh gave it to him. So Kuvallapeet was very demonic elephant. So he arranged him to be on the door. So he said that the keeper of elephant will attack, this elephant will attack Krishna when he will come. So he was telling all this plan to Akrura, because he said, you are my friend. So he expressed all his plan to Akrura, that yajna will be there, all these wrestling match will be there, and that's how you will go there and tell that you have to participate in yajna. And Krishna, since he's a child, nobody will send him unprotected. So they will come. Nanda and cowherd boys, they will come. And he had in his mind that I am going to destroy all of them. And whenever they will hear that there is a sacrifice, they will bring yogurt, butter, and milk, everything. So there will be no scarcity for any resource for his yagya. So he was really very happy that I can have all these goods, I can have all these cowherd boys, and I can easily kill them. So when he arranged Akrura in this way, so he dismissed the assembly. And let's see what happened. Text 38. Yeah.
Sri Akrura said, O king, you have expertly devised a process to free yourself of misfortune. Still, one should be equal in success and failure, since it is certainly destiny that produces the results of one's work.
So Akrura is saying that you have to be equal in success and failure. What does it signify? Although Prabhupada did not write the purport here, but in the commentary of Sanatan Goswami it is mentioned that Akrura knew that he will not be successful because Krishna is Supreme Personality of Lord. So he is telling him that beware, you could be successful and you could have a failure. So you should ready to face everything. And in his heart he had a desire to go and see the Lord. So he is just making his own way, telling him that there could be anything because he wanted to win his faith. He wanted to be a faithful servant. Otherwise, in case of, if he is not winning his, I should say yes, faith, then he could send somebody else. So just for that, he is trying to show and in a way that, oh, I am your friend. You can send me. I am in your favor. Next verse. Think we should read this next verse. Manorathan karoti uchchai jano deva hatanapi yujyate harsha shokabhyam tathapyagya karomi te. Manorathan karotyochai jano deva hatanapi yujyate harsha shokabhyam tathapyagyam karomi te. Manorathan karotyochai jano deva hatanapi yujyate harsha shokabhyam tathapyagya karomi te. Please recite. Manorathan karoti uchchai jano deva hatanapi yujyate harsha shokabhyam tathapyagyam karomi te. Manorathan karoti uchchai jano deva hatanapi yujyate harsha shokabhyam tathapyagyam karomi te. मनोरथान् करोति उच्चैः जनो देवाः तानपि युज्यते हर्षशोकाभ्यां तथा प्राज्ञां करोमि ते। Manaratan, his desires, karoti, carries out, uchai, fervently, janaha, the average person, dev, by providence, hatan, thwarted, api, even though, yujyate, he is confronted, harsha shokabhyam, by happiness and distress, tathapi, nonetheless, agyanam, order, karomi, I will do, te, your. Translation. An ordinary person is determined to act on his desire, even when faith prevents their fulfillment. Such a great line, right? I will repeat. An ordinary man is determined to act on his desires, even when fate prevents their fulfillment. Means everybody is so resisted. What I want to do that only. Therefore, he encounters both happiness and distress. Actually, when I was reading it, I was stuck with wonder. See, this is the cause of our distress. What I want, if it is not accomplished, I will be in distress. Yet, even though such is the case, I will execute your order. So, he is saying in different way. He is telling him that whatever happiness and distress will encounter, in any case, I will fulfill your order. So that means Akrura is showing that I don't have desire to go. Since you are sending me, I will go. But he had a desire in his heart to go and see Vraja, cows, cowherd men, Krishna and Balram. So he is winning favor of Kansa. He is telling him that I don't want to go just because you want me to go, I am going. Actually, it is mentioned that when Kansa imprisoned Ugrasen, so some of the Yadavas fled away from Mathura and some stayed there as a friend of Kansa because they wanted to help all these pastime go smoothly under their observation, under their supervision, and help Lord and Devaki and Vasudev. So Akrura was there in a disguise as a friend of Kamsa. And by this, since Kansa has invited Akrura, so it is like proved that he has won the favor of Kamsa completely. He has shown that I am your friend. I am not friend of Devaki and Vasudev or Krishna or Balram. So let's see the purport. Purport by the disciple of His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada, all his disciples. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur explains that although what Akrura said was courteous and encouraging, his hidden meaning was far different. What he really meant was this: your plan is not to fit to execute, yet I will carry it out, since you are the king and I am your subject, and in any case, you are about to die. you are sending me there? Because he was very much panic. And why he was panic? Can anybody tell? Why he was so feared, Kansa, this time? Yes. Because now the reality was revealed by Srila Narad Muni. Narad Muni came and he directly told him that these two boys who are in Vrindavan, who are residing in Vrindavan, they are none other than the son of Vasudeva and Devaki. Even he told the reality of Balram, that he is Sankarshan. By Yoga Maya, he was absorbed from the womb of Devaki and was located in the womb of Rohini. But they both are the son of Vasudeva and Devaki. Now they will kill you. They will come and kill you. And since whatever will happen in future, that killing of destroying the bow and destroying the sacrificial arena, killing of Mushtik Charun and Kuvalepit. So Kansa should not blame Akrura. So he is playing safe. Because this is the politics. That I want to be safe. Whatever will happen, I know this is going to happen, but nobody should blame me. So he is telling him that you are inviting him. I am telling you, he is very powerful. In commentaries it is mentioned that all these demons, he killed all these demons. He is going to destroy whatever arrangement you are doing, and he is going to kill your all these wrestlers, elephant, everything he is going to do. But you should not blame me. So he is putting himself in the position where Kamsa should not come and blame Akrura. Actually, this is the politics. Let's see what text 40 says. I will read. Maybe the battery is out. I will read, Mother. Shukdev Goswami said, having thus instructed Akrura, King Kansa dismissed his minister and retired to his quarters, and Akrura returned home. Thus end the purport of humble servant of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada, to the 10th canto, 36th chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled The Slaying of Arishta, the Bull Demon. So if we discuss about this previous translation, that an ordinary man is determined to act on his desire. So there is a story of a Brahman. I was hearing in one lecture that he was a poor Brahmana and he was going and begging the wheat flour. And he collected all that flour in one this a container made out of mud. We call it in Hindi, we call it matka. So in that mud pot, he collected all that flour, wheat flour, and he hung it on the rooftop. And he started dreaming about it. That one day, now it is full, now I will go out and sell in the market, and when I will get money, then I will buy some other goods, and then again I will sell them in the market, I will get some more money. So he was like cooking his desire, and then after collecting certain amount of money, I will get married, and when I will spend nice time with my wife, then after some time I would have kids, and I will take care of them very nicely. I will make them very nice person. And if they don't listen to me, I will kick them. And in his dream, he kicked in reality. And where did he kick? On that pot. On that mud pot. And that pot got broke. And all the flour was on the floor. So his dream got spoiled. So this is our situation. If we meditate on this line, that we are determined to act on our desire. We are dreaming about what we want. We don't act on what God desire. Jesus also mentioned, I forgot that as it is line. Give, huh? Yes, something like that. That we should not work on our will, we should work on God's will. But it is always hard. It is always difficult. Just to follow what Krishna wants in life, that we have to be very surrendered. And in the association of devotees who are following what Krishna wants. Do you have any thoughts, Prabhuji? Narhari Prabhu.
Thoughts about association?
Yeah, the desire, the will of Lord.
So, association is the key for advancement in Krishna consciousness, and Rupa Goswami, out of the 64 items of devotional service, he mentions Vaishnava Seva or Sadhu Sangha as one of the factors that help, because the sadhus know Krishna, and when you associate with devotees who actually know Krishna, you will actually understand what we need to do with our life, and then we can mold our life in such a way that we can serve Krishna according to his needs and desires, versus listening to our mind, which is always forced to determine to act on materialistic desires, even though faith prevents its fulfillment.
Yes.
So that is why Sadhu Sangha is very essential. Om Tat Sat.
And sometimes we have to depend on Lord. That there are some phase where we are engaged in certain services and people don't want us to be in those services. So then we try to defend ourselves. So I was reading in a book that one Mataji, Ladini Shakti Mataji, she was totally involved in 24 hours, 24/7, she was involved in deity worship and almost all the services. Before temple was like fully organized and all the devotees came and involved. So she was doing single-handedly with the help of few devotees. So then people started bothering that why she is the only person who is involved in this service. I want to do it. But she did not retaliate the desire of Lord. Whatever was coming, she was not reverting it back. She was just receiving it on the mercy of Lord. So whoever was troubling her, that person went away. That person left. He ran away with one Mataji. So the thing is, Lord is there to protect us. sometimes these situations we think that, oh, we can handle. But under the guidance of, I was hearing from one Prabhu who gave class in our Bhakti Vriksha, that when something come up, we always consult with our seniors. This is very important, I also felt. That instead of just handling that situation by ourselves, if we take shelter of senior who has been in that situation, if we see in a spiritual perspective or in the perspective of material life as well. If we take the help of our elderly people in our family, take advice, okay, this is happening. Actually, our family value is very important in our material life. Like in a spiritual, we have a spiritual family. In the same way, we have material family, where the elderly people always ready to give us advice because they have spent their whole life going through so many things, facing so many things in our life, and they can guide us in good way. If we are running any project, if we are working on something, and if so many problem comes up with people, with surroundings, with something else, if we go humbly to a qualified senior or our elderly parents, then they can guide us. Sometimes we think, oh, we are enough, old enough to deal with the situation. But this is not the case always. Because we see the situation according to how we can perceive it. And other can perceive it in different way. Sometimes friction happens between two people, and friction happens. You want to say something, Govinda? So sometimes friction happens between two people, and we see that why this is happening. This is the desire of Lord. See, the desire of Lord is not like limited to one particular situation. It could be seen through different scenarios in our material and spiritual life and dealing with others as well. This is very broader. It is not like if I am a pujari, this is Lord's desire to make me pujari. I cannot go in DT or other cooking service or somewhere outside. It is not like that. So we had seen that if we are stuck in some problem, then we can go and take advice and deal with that situation. Not confronting that situation by ourselves. Because that's how we can learn how Lord want for us. You want to say something, Sundar? You were raising your hand. And other situation is like, as I was saying, that when something happened between two devotees, or two people, we can see from our side. I am not wrong, that person is wrong. But when third person comes in, that senior person who has an experience dealing with the situation, he tells you that this situation could be seen in a way that that person might be disturbed with something else. And because of he was disturbed, you had to deal with this situation. And you can take it easy. Don't be so judgmental. And the relationship could be improved. And that's how we can incorporate it with the will of Lord, by taking help of others. Otherwise, what will happen? We will just keep fulfilling our ego, our egoistic need. And we can start solving, resolving, and dealing with each situation according to us. So this is my thought on this verse. So if somebody else has anything in their mind, please share. So, what's your name, Prabhuji? Hare Krishna. What's your name? Yeah. So would you like to share something? Your insight?
So when you were mentioning like how different people can perceive differently and how a senior can come and guide. So I was remembering the incident after the whole Kurukshetra war. Yudhishthir Maharaj were perplexed with the whole situation, that what has happened. And he went to Krishna, that Krishna, this whole incident, I'm just worried, and whole situation has gone so out of control and it has killed so many people. And Yudhishthir Maharaj's heart was not satisfied with what Krishna was trying to convey. So when ultimately then Krishna said, you have to go to Bhishma Dev. So I was just remembering that whole incident, like how Bhishma Dev was able to give an insight to Yudhishthir Maharaj and guide him through. So thank you.
Yeah, even though in that war, what had happened, it was not according to desire of Yudhishthir Maharaj. And since Krishna was also in front of him, still he was not able to take it up. He was not able to tolerate it. So he needed somebody else whom he can relate better. Obviously with Bhishma Pitama, because he was their great grandfather, grandsire, and they were like brought up under his loving care. So he aligned his desire according to his principle, Bhishma Dev's principle, and he could understand, and he was at peace after that. Thank you very much for sharing. So anybody else?
Yeah, thank you very much. What you just mentioned in class today is exactly what happened yesterday with me. I was very disturbed with a conversation that I had with someone, and I did not know what to do. And a senior devotee in the community just called me, and he just started speaking with me. And I revealed my heart to him, and he gave me such a spiritual perspective on how to deal with the situation. It was just like, I felt like it was like a divine intervention. And I was just thinking, like Rupa Goswami gave that principles of loving exchanges of guhyam akhyati prichati, revealing one's mind and hearing in confidence. And this process is just amazing, what is given to us by our acharyas. And I was so disturbed. I couldn't sleep well. And when I heard this devotee, I really could see how to deal with the situation in a different way.
Yes.
So sometimes we don't have the intelligence, and I think you mentioned, like, when you're dealing with it without proper guidance, you're just trying to feed your ego. So it was, so I just felt like Krishna taking care of me through his devotees. So thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Yeah, it is very important. That's why we are here as a community. We sometimes fell in the trap of being alone, being aloof from others without guidance. But association does not mean just come together and chant and share Harikatha. But it is also very important to share our problem with seniors and discuss. So this verse is focusing on that An ordinary person is determined to act on his desire. Again and again, if we are focusing on these words, that even when fate prevents their fulfillment, they are determined. We are determined. So we have to come out of it. Do you want to say something, Nandbraj Prabhu?
Thank you very much. Wonderful class. I was thinking about two things, and one was, first is that in Nectar of Instruction, Srila Rupa Goswami suggests we live in the holy Dham and follow under the footsteps of the other devotees.
Yeah.
And that's why it's so important, if you live in the Dham, to follow the footsteps to get that instruction from others. It's always important, but if you live in the holy Dham, it's intense. There's some serious
it's not easy.
some serious progress to make, and some serious offenses to make. So better to have the guidance of somebody to help you through, to understand. I know when I came here, I didn't understand how some people were acting, and then you ask and inquire, and they're, oh, that person's like this. And they give you that angle of vision to see how to accept devotees and to work with them and see them as devotees as part of the holy Dham, which is very important. The second thing that I was thinking about was, I was really thinking about tolerance. And tolerance in the sense of that we're always supposed to keep the priority, meaning that we're supposed to keep the goal in mind, and therefore we tolerate the things that are disturbing to that. So if something's going on and it's not working towards us making progress towards Radha Kalashanji's lotus feet, then we don't let it bother us. We don't let us get off that. But also we have to be tolerant to inquire about issues. The body and the mind don't like it sometimes when we have to go reveal about, we see it, so I don't want to complain, I don't want to do this. But actually it's our duty as juniors to go inquire and ask. And so we have to tolerate that tension, that awkwardness. And so tolerance doesn't just mean not avoiding or being tolerant to feeling confused and stuff, or anyways getting distracted, but it's also being tolerant of doing what we have to do and keep moving forward. That was one of my thoughts.
Yeah.
Tolerance.
Yeah, that is very important. Thank you, Prabhuji, for sharing. So would you like to share something? Tulsi, Sakhi Mataji, you want to say something? Yes.
So you mentioned in class that there was 1 year period when...
Yes, it is mentioned in Gopal Champu.
So this is like after Krishna killed
Arishtas.
Arishta,
Yes.
and before he sent Keshi, there was
Yes.
1 year of no
Yes.
demons.
Yes.
Oh, because all the time he was spent in planning?
Maybe. But it is mentioned that after 1 year he sent Keshi.
Okay, yeah, but...
Srila Jiva Goswami mentioned.
But there's no... I understand between Arishta and Keshi there was a difference of 1 year.
Because he went so far. He went beyond the Nandishwar hill. He went so far. Keshi.
Okay. I remember, I forget, maybe it was His Holiness Radha Govinda Maharaj or Bhakti Purushottam Swami, where they mentioned that not all the demons that Krishna killed were mentioned in the Bhagavatam, because there were so many demons that Krishna killed. It was basically like Krishna was so engrossed in playing, and the demons would come and attack and disturb him, and then Krishna would kill the demon and says, oh, now it's time for lunch. So Krishna would have his lunch, and then another demon would come and attack Krishna. Oh, now let's go play. And then before Krishna would return back home, another demon would come
Yeah.
and Krishna would kill.
So basically it was coming breakfast, lunch and dinner.
Yeah. That's like Krishna would kill one demon breakfast, one for lunch and one for
So
dinner.
there might be some other demons who might have come in that period and he might have killed them.
Yeah. So and that was actually the clock for the Gopas.
Keshi.
No. The when to have breakfast, lunch, and dinner
Yeah.
was basically Krishna would come and kill a demon. Okay, now it's time for lunch. Now it's time for breakfast. Now it's time for dinner. That was basically the clock.
Yeah.
That's
And
how
now this clock is going to get ended soon because Krishna is going to leave Vrindavan. He's going to go Mathura after Keshi. So we will be engrossed more in Mathura pastime. Yeah. Anybody else? Would you like to share something? Brihad Bhagavatam Prabhu. Brihad. Madanga Prabhu, sorry.
Thank you very much for this. They're very practical lessons. And one of them you shared, I was wanting clarification. You said we should take advice from family members, parents, and I find this helpful. They do have experience, life advice, and yet how do we know when it's maybe not favorable for devotional service, and how do we navigate when family members give us advice which we should not follow?
I said two type of life, material life and a spiritual life. So when you are following material life, then you should take advice for your elders. But when you are in a spiritual life, we should always follow our seniors. Sometimes parents help us in certain things. Like one time, I was in India at my parents' place and they give chocolate to Govinda. And I never fed Govinda chocolate. And then and he finished all the chocolate at my uncle's place, and he came back home, and I was a little upset that why did he give him? He knew, but he is my uncle, he is my chachaji, he can do. I'm very young, I'm like his daughter. So then my father told me that today he is not telling you. He is like finishing things from before coming to you. Later he will start hiding things from you. Then I could understand that I should be little bit liberal. Maybe in certain ways they can help you just to judge the situation. But we don't have to follow them for everything. For little thing, we can understand that, oh, that's how things could be dealt with according to like their experience with the kids and all. But the principle says, like Jai Pataka Maharaj said, that until 5 years, the kids should not be beaten up. And 5 to 10, you should be little strict. And after that, you should become their friend. But if you go to the family, they do different. For punishment, maybe they hit small kids as well. So we cannot follow what they are saying for everything. So we have to draw a line where it matches with our spiritual principles or with our acharyas, with our guru vargas. Because they want us to be materialistic. So there is no point checking with them or consulting with them everything about our spiritual life. Certainly we are going to be a materialistic after that. So it's very important to learn from our senior in some way here and there. Just to show our gratitude, we can always like talk to them in a nicer way. Does it make sense? Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Ishwari Kumari Prabhu. So also you were calling out how Akrura was, giving advice but was being diplomatic at the same time.
Yes.
So I was appreciating that. In one sense, he could have said, why don't you take shelter of Krishna? He's going to kill you, or just like direct, outright preaching. But he was more subtle and just noting Kansa's mood, and he was kind of saying this, like, okay, whatever destiny has decided will happen, but he wasn't just in his face trying to preach to him. So that's also, something that we can learn from, to judge the mood of who we are approaching, and
we can save our spiritual life in this way.
and give some subtle way of, okay, destiny will happen or whatever. I mean, just know the situation.
Yeah.
It's not that you have to, outright just, take shelter of Krishna, otherwise you're going to die. No, he wasn't ready to hear it that way.
Sometimes these situations, these words can instigate other person, then can provoke other person, and he could be much more opposite. Instead of become favorable, he could be opposite, and we have to suffer the consequences. So sometime our family is not favorable, sometime others' families are not favorable, and in that situation, if we are talking very bluntly, this could be very bad for us. So these kind of diplomatic talk could help us. Like, always spiritual life is very much required, but we have to see how to deal with it within family, where we are under the care of our family members, or like Akrura was this time under the care of Kansa, so he had to fulfill his desire as well. But on the other hand, he was very much assured that I will go and meet Krishna. Thank you so much.
I was thinking about how this is what makes spiritual life so fun. Is we hear things and then we're confronted with, is it truth or not? And then if we have this openness to go on this adventure to figure out, if it's true or not, Krishna confirms. I don't know how many times you guys had the experience, but you have a question, you're reading Bhagavad Gita, and Srila Prabhupada just lays it out like, boom. You're like, wow, So like your Guru, Shastra, and Sadhu, right? For instance, I was sharing with Brihat, I've been like, the last couple of weeks I've been depressed more than I've just really depressed, and I haven't been in like this situation for quite some time. I was like, what the heck, I was like, okay, breathe, it's okay. I started thinking about Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita 2:7, surrendering to Krishna. I don't know what to do, I'm lost, you tell me what to do. So I'm looking through YouTube and I see one of my friend's videos, and I click on it and she opens her Bhagavad Gita like this and goes, let's see what up, and it's 2:7. Like literally, it wasn't that she opens up in 2:7, so she reads the purport, and I'm like, okay. And look at this verse. It's the same thing. So Krishna's like playing, Narahari Prabhu. It's really funny. I had this situation happen just yesterday. You know what I mean? It's like Krishna, spiritual life is so adventurous, so fun, because we do hear things and we get to go on the adventure. Vaisheshika Prabhu says, in every question, there's the word quest. What quest do you want to go on? And so if we question things in the right attitude, we can go on quests. Oh, is this, and then we learn, and through that quest, we get a more of an understanding of our service. How we, that's true in that moment, but not that moment. And that's true in that moment, but not that moment. And then you start to understand your service more. And it's just so fun, that this process that Srila Prabhupada's given us, because there's nothing more adventurous than reading Srimad Bhagavatam and it becoming alive in your life.
Radha Govind Maharaj says that this is class, Srimad Bhagavatam class. Prabhupada always mentioned that This is Srimad Bhagavatam class, Bhagavad Gita class. What is class? That we are memorizing stuff, we are understanding stuff, and we are applying it. Just not, just not like mechanical reading, just finishing off the topic. So this is Sadhu Sangha. That we read, we apply, and we move ahead in our life. We always look for the nectar, but sometimes it's always important to deal with the situation. So sometimes it is okay to discuss about the situations in the class. But very nice discussion. Thank you so much, all of you. And I think it's 8:35, so we should end the class. Vancha kalpatrubhyascha kripa sindhubhyevcha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srimad Bhagavatam ki